All right, let's do this. Welcome to the NiteKap. We are back.
Anyhow, on with the rundown. In another installment of what the fuck happened that night.
R. Kelly needs to stop it. Talented Dandrill Scott. Dandrill! Tony, how are you today?
What's going on? I'm good.
MJ, there was a ton of music that came out this week. This is the NiteKap.
And I am digging that shit.
Yeah, and I am digging that shit. Welcome to the NiteKap, y'all. Welcome back. It is Wednesday at 7 p.m. I'm looking for the homie MJ. I'm not really sure what happened to her. What happened to your screen? She was just there a minute ago. I'm waiting for her to come in. Where'd she go? MJ, where'd you go? Where'd you go, homie? She'll be here in just a second. I'm not really sure what happened. Her video cut off on me. Don't know what happened, but she'll be back. Y'all, it is Wednesday. It is 7 p.m. We got it going on. Things are going really well here right now on the NiteKap. I'm your boy Jamar. MJ will be here in just a second. We got a ton of stuff to talk about. MJ got the rundown going for us. Really excited about that. And then at the same time, we got videos that we want to play. We got some new videos from some old artists. We got some old videos from some old artists some favorite artists that we want to play. We got an update on a new single that's coming out from one of our favorite artists from the past. So we definitely want to make sure we do that because she's got a project coming up that's going to be dropping this coming up soon. I would say sometime later on this month. So make sure you do that. Welcome to Black History Month as usual. I'm going to keep saying that every Wednesday, every time we pop up on the NiteKap, because Black History Matters. We got to make sure we celebrate that. Once MJ gets in here, we're gonna hit the rundown. But I mean, we got a ton of stuff to talk about today. I mean, like there's been breakups in the industry, all types of breakups. I mean, we had some unfortunately, we had some people pass away this past week that we need to talk about. We have birthdays and anniversaries that this past week as well. Tons and tons of stuff to talk about. So once MJ gets here and she has the rundown ready for us, we'll make sure we do that. We had some technical difficulties, but we'll be right then and there. We'll definitely make sure we get her on here and things of that nature. So yeah, so guess what? I guess right now, while we're waiting for MJ to get here, what I'll do is I'll probably go ahead and just, screen a little video for us to make sure that, to get things going. I'm gonna play this one right here. This one is actually a pretty cool video that somebody shared with me. A friend of mine shared with me. Her name was Rachel McBride. Thank you so much, Rachel, for sharing this artist with me. His name is Little Ty. He's been doing big stuff lately, and we definitely. I actually talked to Little Ty. He's a really cool guy. Young brother doing big stuff right now. He's got tons of videos out there. Make sure you subscribe to his account when I put this video up. Make sure you let us know what you think as well, because Lil Ty's been doing big stuff, and he's got some pretty good heat out there right now too. So y'all, this is Little Ty with Painting Pictures. We'll be right back to the NiteKap. MJ should be here in just a second, so make sure you continue to keep it locked with us. We'll be right back, y'all. Again, Lil Ty, Painting Pictures. Keep it locked.
Don't need no vibes, can't even lie. Lil Ty. Tryna paint a picture in your mind, just hope you believe me. Tryna give you all my love, cause I be with them demons. Heard they speaking on your name, nah, I don't believe them. Tell them stay about our business, I don't fuck with them people. Never tell you that's a sin, I know it's illegal. She a dying, she a 10, so you know I'm a keeper. We can talk about your goals while we smoking no reefer. You know when I hit the road, I'm gon' find ways to reach it. Spray your vibe off, ain't my job, but I'm gon' give you some time off. Acting like your mom gon' put you on that flight. Put you in a different time zone, you can spend the night. Got me fucking with no socks on. Scoop you in that G5 Benz, you know what it is. I'm just trying to catch a vibe, so don't come with your friends. We can sit back and get high in that whip with a 10. And you know it's on my mind, so you know I ain't playing. Look, Brody that on TikTok. Try put diamonds on your wristwatch. She keep telling me my shit high. Stack that money, let that shit pound. I get money, I can't sit down. On with that stick now. Yeah, I'm gon' light that flame up. I got money, I won't never let that change us. Quick to see your vibes, see your ways, how you change up. Can't fuck with no hater, just keep on getting paper. That's my little baby, she told me I motivate her. Go slide on them purse. Rolling like a skater. It's my time, it won't work. Use that as motivation. Don't know where I'm going, I just know that it take patience for real. Too much on my mind, I need commas. I ain't tripping, I call Lucy, get your time up. Tryna do for baby, she keep bitching, cause your drama. Blow my line up, I'm focused, never mind her. Rollie that on TikTok. Try put diamonds on your wristwatch. Telling me my shit high. Stack that money, let that shit pile. I get money, I can't sit down. On with that shit now. Paint a picture in your mind. Just hope you believe me. Try to give you all my love, cause I be with them demons. Heard they speaking on your name. I don't believe them. Tell them stay about our business, I don't fuck with them people.
Yo, that was Lil Ty with painting pictures. Make sure you continue to check out Lil Ty. He's doing big things right now. Make sure you subscribe to his videos and all that stuff. Stuff is happening with that brother. He's got tons of videos out there. So thank you so much, Rachel, for putting us on a little time. We're gonna have way more stuff of his coming up on the NiteKap, especially in the future, because he's got, like I said, he's got a ton of stuff out there, a ton of stuff. MJ still hasn't come in yet. We're still having some technical difficulties getting MJ on here. Not really sure what's going on, but when she does get on here, we definitely gonna go with it. We're gonna have to. And we're gonna get her going. But I mean, in the meantime, let's do some more things. Let's get it in. I guess get it in with the entertainment portion of the show. All right. So tons of music dropped this past week, ladies and gentlemen. And when I say tons of music, I mean tons of music. And I'm gonna tell you this. It's not even trash music either. It's pretty good music. If y'all don't know about some of these artists, it's time for you all to get to know about it. I'm gonna let you in on the secrets. All right. So check it out. D Smoke dropped an album this past week. It's called Black Habits. It's a deluxe album. It's got 20 tracks on it. And I know what you're thinking. 20 tracks. Typically, I said the same thing. 20 tracks, man, that's a little bit too much for my flavor, for my juice. But at the same time, here's what I'm saying. D Smoke, all 20 of these tracks are dope. This was a great album. It had everything from lyrics to beats to features, production. It set a great mood. I was listening to it while I was in the gym, getting it in. So, I mean, dude, like D Smoke's album is dope. And I have to tell you this in the same time. D Smoke, oh, MJ's here. MJ, what up? You here?
I mean, what a catastrophe. What the fuck is going on here? I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Sorry.
Thanks for joining us, MJ.
My apologies.
No big deal. We played a track by Lil Ty called Painting Pictures. It was dope. Painting Pictures is really dope. Everybody really enjoyed it. We got some thumbs up in there. So y'all, we're glad that you were able to join us. I'll make sure I play that for you next week so that you can see.
I saw it. I'm still watching the show, but my computer decided to do an update like just now. So we're doing great.
Wow, that's what that was. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, cool. Do you want to get into the rundown?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm sorry, y'all.
All right. How about we get it in? How about this?
Oh shit, this really it. We in the zone and feeling it. It's going down. We back to clown. Got the news like a lost and found. You hear the noise, you know the sound. Come on, y'all, gather round. It's MJ, so say it loud. NiteKap, let's run it down.
Hey, let's go,
all
MJ.
Right, so let's go ahead and get this started. So we don't have a whole lot of time. So we're gonna start off with Kris Jenner. The Kardashian clan matriarch, Kris Jenner, is being sued by her ex-bodyguard, Mark McWilliams. McWilliams is accusing her of sexual assault and battery. According to him, Jenner sexually harassed him on multiple occasions when he worked for the family from 2017 to 2018. The lawsuit explains that she grabbed his butt, exposed herself to him, would constantly try to come into physical contact with his body, ignored his request to stop, and fired him when he denied her advances. In one incident in October 2017, while riding around in her Bentley, she demanded he sit in the front seat and started to make overtly sexual comments and flirting with him. She then proceeded to put her hand on his upper thigh and groin area, Jesus, and caressed him. He said that he was shocked and offended by her advances and quickly tried to move away from her. The non-consensual actions apparently caused him to become physically and mentally distressed, citing loss of sleep, depression, illness, pain, and other health issues. He also said he had to deal with racial discrimination and humiliation due to his race. He's a black guy. So he complained. I can see that. He complained to his employer armor protection services and was ignored. He continued to work with Kourtney Kardashian after being suspended for working with Kris, but eventually he was fired in September 2018. He is citing wrongful termination against Armor Protection Services and David Shield Security as well. Obviously, the family is denying the allegations. They're saying that the story is completely fabricated. He was actually fired because he was caught sleeping multiple times in his car, which I also believe. The family intends to sue McWilliams immediately once this lawsuit thing is over, and their names are cleared. Even though Kris said that she hasn't even been served with any paperwork yet, so this could be just some made up shit that he's just saying to get some attention in the media. Either way, he's asking for $3 million to seal the deal. So, what do y'all think really happened? Do you think that he's out to get a check from one of the country's wealthiest families? $3 million.
First off, I think everything that you stated is absolutely true. There's no false in that. I honestly believe that she actually was sexually harassing him during the whole time that he was there. 2, I think that he probably played into it a couple of times. I mean, you know, Kris Jenner is kind of a MILF a little bit. So, I mean, the thing is she likes black guys. Everybody knows that.
She's so
I think that he probably played into it and stuff of that nature. But now he's like, you know, I didn't appreciate that because he's trying to get some more money. And plus, I'm pretty positive he did get fired because he was caught sleeping in the car.
I agree with that 100%. Jennifer said he didn't want none of her soggy buns. No one turns down a Kardashian. Nobody turns, so because nobody ever turns down a Kardashian, now we're gonna get this man fired and we're gonna drag his name through the mud and blah blah blah. So yeah, I can see that, but I mean, it is a real easy come up to get money as well. So we'll see if it actually goes to court and if it actually becomes a legal situation. Then we'll see the real deal. But there is a lawsuit out there. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. Moving on to some other creepy ass shit that I've been following on the internet for the past month or so. I don't know if anybody knows who Armie Hammer is, but you might be familiar with his work. The actor was in films like The Lone Ranger, The Social Network, and also Call Me by Your Name, which was really, really popular. Well, now he's starring in his own very twisted scandal. So back in January, Armie Hammer was trending all over social media because screenshots between him and an anonymous woman came out in which he detailed some pretty extreme sexual fantasies. To be specific, cannibalistic fantasies. I'll go on. The messages show the actor fiending over his flame in their past tryst. He then goes on to talk about drinking her blood, raping her, branding her, enslaving her, torturing her, eating a warm deer heart, and wanting to literally eat her, and not in the good way. Shit like, if I want to cut off one of your toes and keep it with me in my pocket so I always had a piece of you in my possession. Yeah. Shit like that. What? He said he would tell her, I need to drink your blood, all of these things. Anyway, initially the DMs were labeled as fake and fabricated as one of his crazy fans, but then more women came out to verify these crazy messages, saying that they have also had their fair share of stories with Armie Hammer and evidence of the same kind of messages with him. Stories of him wanting to barbecue one of the girls' ribs and eat it, carving his initials into one of the women, calling it knife play. One of his exes who checked herself into a hospital for 30 days for PTSD and trauma after dating him said that she needed therapy after their toxic relationship. And it did come out years ago that he was really into rough sex. Like he did an interview with like Playboy or something and talked about he was really into rough sex. But I mean, this is another level. Anyhow.
Yeah, it is.
It's another level. Anyhow, his ex-wife, Elizabeth Chambers, was shocked by all the allegations. She says that she's siding with the women coming forward against him, accusing him of all this physical and emotional abuse. All of this even led to beliefs that he has something to do with the murder of three women that happened to be found 10 to 15 minutes away from where he was shooting a film. However, the validity of that, we don't know yet. So he also has lost a lot of job opportunities because of all this. He was shooting a film called Shotgun Wedding with Jennifer Lopez, and he was also shooting a Godfather series called The Offer that was supposed to air on Paramount Plus TV. He was asked not to promote the movie, the upcoming movie called Crisis with Gary Oldman and Evangeline Lilly. So he's getting kicked off all these jobs. He's losing all these opportunities. He was dropped by his talent agency, WME, and his personal publicist also dropped him. Hammer and his attorney are calling out all these claims and saying saying that they're false, saying that the women are merely out to tarnish his career. But at this point, it doesn't seem like there's any coming back from this. In Hollyweird, your reputation is everything, and negative attention is really bad for business, especially if you out here trying to be Hannibal Lecter. Like they specifically said he's kind of like a knockoff Hannibal Lecter.
Yo, so like this is actually
it's
a lot,
really right?
Weird.
Guys, get on Twitter. If you guys want to see all the messages, get on Twitter and just look up Armie Hammer. He was trending for a long time in January, but if you guys want to see the actual messages, they're very creepy, they're very intense, they're very graphic, but they're apparently all coming from this actor, and we would have never. I mean, look at him. Would you ever guess? I guess you wouldn't know. If somebody was
wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
This is definitely going to be a future Netflix documentary or HBO.
It's going to be something. It's going to be something. And I can't wait to see what else comes out and what else unfolds from this. I'm kinky sex. I'm all about it. But when you start talking about sucking my blood and, you know, pulling out a rib and cutting off one of my toes, then it's getting too far for me. Jen said, that's just fucking weird, sadistic. Buddy ass is way past toxic. Way past toxic. And, you know, I can't relate. I've never had anybody ever want me that bad that they wanted to, I don't know, barbecue one of my ribs. I've never been there. But these are all things coming out. Please check it out on Twitter. Look up Armie Hammer. I promise you it will not disappoint.
Okay.
And really quick, I just want to kind of get into some breakups that happened this week, right before we get into this next video.
Okay.
So it's a sad week for celebrity relationships. The week of Valentine's Day is going to be bleak for some. So let's start with Danileigh and the baby, right? Danny announced their breakup on Instagram, and many folks are dancing all over that grave of a relationship. In case y'all missed our past episodes, the two artists met while working on the baby's music video, Bop. Danny was one of the choreographers for that video, and rumors began swirling that Danileigh was a glorified side piece for the baby for months, while he was with his baby mama, Mimi. He was actually in a relationship with her for a really long time. Mimi eventually publicized screenshot messages between the two, exposing a secret relationship, and confirmed that something was indeed going on between the two. The rapper did some back and forth between the two ladies for months until Danileigh posted a picture of the couple in December confirming their relationship, which led to many calling her thirsty and a homewrecker, all these things. She continued to flout their relationship, saying that everybody was jealous, don't worry about what the fuck we're doing, and even came out with a song called Yellow Bone is What He Wants. We talked about that last week, or a couple weeks ago. Right, Yellow Bone is What He Wants. What a horrible song. Anyway.
Terrible song. Still sexy.
Terrible song. She raised eyebrows all over for that song. People accusing her of colorism, trying to tell her that, trying to tell the world that her complexion is what her man prefers, as opposed to Mimi, his baby mama's darker skin complexion. It was a whole mess, but her shenanigans got her nowhere. But single a week before Valentine's Day. So the baby responded by creating a challenge for his new song Masterpiece, and promising the lucky winner of the contest a Valentine's date with him, flued out and all. So the baby doesn't really seem to give a fuck. Poor Danileigh, she did all that to be in somebody's relationship, to be somebody's side bitch, and ended up getting nothing out the deal. So I don't know. Something about her is just so stupid, and something about her is just so like absent-minded and aloof.
It's like sexy and kind of out there, like sexy and then loopy at the same time. I agree, but I'm really more towards the sexy part. That's just me. She's very sexy. I like looking.
Something very stupid about shorty ass. Jennifer said she was waiting for me to talk about this. Girl, you knew it was coming, and that slap came quick. Okay, quick. They were together for like what, a month, 2 months. She was his side piece since like April. I think she was his side piece since like April 2020. Finally got the title and fucked it up, fumbled the bag.
Yep.
You know. Yep. Anyway, there's another breakup on the list. Model actress Karrueche Tran and former NFL baller Victor Cruz have also split after being together for 3 years. Allegedly, distance and hectic schedules really got in the way of their romance. The two were actually very sweet together, and it was a nice come up from the tumultuous relationship that she once had with Chris Brown. But the couple that once talks about a future together involving marriage have wiped their Instagram pages clean of each other, but promise there are no hard feelings. The timing just wasn't right with them living on two separate sides of the country during a pandemic. He's in New Jersey. She is, I believe, in LA. And, you know, he's going to stay in New Jersey because he has a daughter there that he's raising, so he can't leave and be with her. So I can see how the pandemic is tearing relationships apart and kind of making it hard for people to be together.
I mean, she's in the process of shooting Claws again. Am I correct? And then at the same time, and he's the whole NFL network going on because that's what he's working on and everything. So I see how difficult that would have been. I do.
But you know what? They were really cute together. I hope they end up back together. I think that she was really happy with him. And we haven't seen Karrueche happy in a long time. We saw her getting dragged by Chris Brown on numerous occasions. So it's nice to kind of see, you know, her with somebody that made her happy. But, you know, shit happens. The pandemic is fucking up more than just relationships, I guess. They're fucking up lives and everything. Jobs, everything. So I feel bad for the two. Bright side is Danileigh and Karrueche Tran are back on the market. So, I mean, for us guys, that's big stuff right there. Jen said, nope, got to bring some ass to get some ass, and she got that ass beat up. Ooh. Poor thing. I think she's talking about Danileigh. Yeah, that's true. What a fucking clown. She tried it. And you basically, ladies, if you don't know anything else, you're going to lose them the way you get them. And, you know, the way that she went about it was all wrong. It was super messy. It was super disrespectful to his relationship with Mimi. And now this bitch is single a week before Valentine's Day. Take a note. Take a note from the book of Danileigh, guys. Just saying. Oh, hey, Tanya. Tanya says that Armie Hammer is a serial killer in the making. I honestly think that we're going to hear about a lot of crazy stuff coming out in the near future. Somebody said that there's a whole bunch of shit that he did that's going to come out soon. So I'll keep you guys posted on that story. I know a lot of people don't talk about that, but I'm talking about it because I'm always on Twitter. I kept seeing it pop up, and I had to, you know, I did some diving. And he lost some deals. This is definitely going to be a streaming doc that we can be talking about later on. Can't wait. I love it. This is right up our alley, MJ. Right up our alley. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. Obsessed with it. Anyhow, I'm ready for a video whenever you are. All right, so let's go into the second video. All right, so we're going right into it. So this is somebody this is a woman, a beautiful woman, Queenie LaRouche. This is the woman that we actually did last season, and she's back on this season. She's working on a new project. I'm really excited about it. Her and Polar Bear Triple are there. They're doing something really big right now, working in the studios, working on their craft. They've been putting pictures up of them in the studios this past week. And so I was like, I got to promote what's going on because I can't wait for what they're going to bring out sooner or later on during the year. So here is Queenie LaRouche and featuring Polar Bear Triple with Quiet Storm. Y'all make sure y'all stay locked. We'll be right back to the NiteKap. And make sure you subscribe to her page. I'm gonna actually post it up in the comments as well, so y'all can go ahead, click on the link, and subscribe to her stuff on YouTube. All right. So we'll be right back. Queenie LaRouche, Quiet Storm. Keep it locked. All right. All right.
They asked me, what would I do to save my mama, right? I do everything. Or did I ever wonder was a couple meal praying to get my mother off the block? Or did I ever wonder was to make it big and to take my city to the top? Penning verses, I'm like Edgar Allan. I found the hard to balance pain and talent along with aimless doubt. It's in the civil critics. They say work for years until you earn the pension. A 9 to 5 until my passion dies. A couple hundred when it's taxes time. A fluky cotton back to train and bust. The cycle on repeat. My pockets holding nothing. Hate to see my mother clocking hours with them shitty bosses trying to make life matter. Never seen her happy taking trips abroad. 20 plus, she never dimmed the stars. But how can I celebrate? Many nights with an empty plate. Outside and the feeling safe. Gotta walk at a quicker pace. See, they all trying to win this race. Yet I'm still trying to find my place. Future mogul, I hold my way. So go put my name with them greats. How could they not be impressed? I got them pressed. Look at the way I finesse. Millions I'm trying to collect. Money on deck for whoever like that go collect. No bitches stopping my bag. You see the tags? You see the price when I bad? They bid it and really my fans. Vice from Japan, get money wherever I land. When the bank account bigger than galleries. While avoiding route sending in felonies. They like how they get on Queenie still in scene. Cause I know my work been on involve my knees. I'm a buried treasure like a bloody diamond. See, I'm just a product to these label giants. Not an Iggy nor a Macklemore. But you can classify me like these ratchet whores. I'm a open novel, they just skim the chapters. I can cast for raps, get them clap like caps. Till I'm in design and stop at Dapper Dan. Can make a Kira look high class and start a trend. Paying homage if they paid the way. Eccentric cadence like a Macy Gray. Had hopeless visions, brought to see Pacific. Counting multi-million sharp as Bobby Fischer. Happen to celebrate. Many nights with an empty plate. Outside and I'm feeling safe. Gotta walk at a quicker pace. See, they all trying to win this race. Yet I'm still trying to find my place. Future mogul, I hold my way. So go put my name with them grapes. How could they not be impressed? I get them pressed. Look at the way I finesse. Millions I'm trying to collect. Money on deck for whoever like down go collect. No bitches stopping my bag. You see the tags, you see the price from the bag. They bid it and really my fans. Vice from Japan, get money wherever
Fuck
I
out my
land.
face with all that fake shit. I go crazy, I don't say shit. From the bottom, this a snake pit. Gotta watch for who you hang with. Niggas plotting on some snake shit. Go around, be on some ape shit. They trying to steal the style. And rob me of my greatness. Mama, look what you created. We go hard, there's no debating. On my job with no vacation. Probably somewhere paper chasing. Turning talents into Franklins. Got thousands in all Lincolns. Poetry in motion. I mastered the art of eating.
But how can I celebrate? Many nights with an empty plate. Outside and I'm feeling safe. Gotta walk at a quicker pace. See, they all trying to win this race. Yet I'm still trying to find my place. Future mogul, I hold my way. So go put my name with them greats. How could they not be impressed? I get them pressed. Look at the way I finesse. Millions I'm trying to collect. Money on deck for whoever like down go collect. No bitches stopping my bag. You see the tags, you see the price from the bag. They bid it and really my fans. Vice from Japan, get money wherever I land.
I'm about to get ready to go to work. You all.
Yo, man, Quitty LaRouche doing big stuff right now on, oh man, I'm telling you, what'd you think of that one, MJ?
Loved it. Loved the energy in the song.
I posted it up in the comments. Make sure you go click on her stuff. Give a big props. Queen LaRouche with Quiet Storm. Girl got bars doing big stuff right now. Bars. And shout outs to Polar Bear Triple as well. We got some stuff from him later on as well. I've been talking to that brother as well. He's doing big things too. So really excited about that. MJ,
yes.
On with the rundown.
All right. So congratulations are in order. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the 2021 NFL champions. The once trash football club has had a phenomenal season thanks to Teflon Tom Brady, his partner in crime, Rob Gronkowski, Antonio Brown, and the majority Black coaching staff, and ended the season with a 31-9 Super Bowl win against the Kansas City Chiefs. Did you see that coming? That was a really bad game. It was hard to watch.
Was it difficult for you to watch?
It wasn't difficult to watch, but it was definitely an ass whooping.
Yeah, it was. The thing is like, I don't bet. You can't bet against Tom. I talked about that with Jen yesterday, and she told me about it, but don't bet against Tom Brady.
Don't bet against Tom Brady. The Super Bowl was star-studded with the pre-show performance of Miley Cyrus, honoring healthcare workers, an electrifying rendition of America the Beautiful by her, an earth-shattering national anthem from the Queen, Jasmine Sullivan, and country music star Eric Church, and an explosive halftime show from none other than Abel Tesfaye, aka The Weeknd. The Weeknd went all out, playing all of his hits and holding on to the fear and loathing in Las Vegas aesthetic that he has been carrying on for the last year. So at least he's consistent. It was great to see this amazing artist being celebrated after being snubbed this year by the Grammys. Yes, I know. I don't even want to talk about it. All in all, it was a good old Florida time with the stadium packed full of folks in the midst of a pandemic. The Bucs carried on with the tradition of a championship parade, in which Tom Brady got fucking hammered and pulled up in a $2 million boat for the boat parade. He was smacked today. Tom Brady was fucked up.
This boy, they got video of this dude throwing the trophy, the Lombardi trophy, from his boat to Gronk's boat, and his kid in the background saying, "No, Dad, don't do it," and he did it anyway.
Wasted. But he deserves it. He's 43 years old. He got another Super Bowl championship, this time without the New England Patriots. So he deserves to enjoy himself, even if it is a good old Florida Rona time, whatever. But what did you guys think about the game? Did you guys really enjoy it? Did you guys do anything fun, anything special? Hopefully not any Super Bowl parties like 50 Cent did.
I ain't gonna lie, I actually enjoyed the Weeknd's performance. A lot of people, there was some mixed reviews about that. I liked it. I loved it. Pretty cool. I thought it was pretty dope. And Jasmine Sullivan and her did their thing out there. I mean, especially Jasmine Sullivan. That was a really, really good duet that she did. Wasn't expecting that one.
If you guys have not checked out Jasmine Sullivan's Hotels, by the way, feel free to do that as well. It's a nice little EP. It's a really good expression of women today and the shit we have to deal with with niggas in relationships. So enjoy. But yeah, I didn't expect
9 freaking
points. I mean, that's what I said. It was really bizarre
Right?
how it seemed like, I mean, the Chiefs showed up, but did they show up?
Patrick Mahomes did, but that's about it.
That's about it. And it's such a young team, such a young, good team. I really thought they was going to give him some go, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, and Jen is she's also clarifying, phenomenal hotels. Check it out. Anyway, speaking of football, the Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers has announced that he's engaged to actress Shailene Woodley, who you might know from HBO's Big Little Lies. Love that show. It was a really, really good show. Rodgers made the announcement at the NFL Honors broadcast where he thanked his fiance during his MVP acceptance speech. Nobody knew who his fiance was. Nobody even knew they were together, so all of us are pretty much blindsided. But they're apparently very happy together. So congratulations to them.
Shout out to you, MJ, for digging that up. Because as soon as he said it, you know, everybody, the media was like, who the fuck is he talking about?
Shailene Woodley. It all came out. Apparently, you know, they've been dating for a while and they really care about each other. And, you know, now they're engaged. So I'm excited to see it. I'm happy for them. And that's how you keep your relationship under wraps. I mean, if you don't want people in your business, too many people take the ship, and it worked out in their favor. They're getting married.
Gotta keep it quiet, yo. Gotta keep it quiet. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Right.
And what we got?
Filmmaker Ava DuVernay has a new project in the works. The CW has put in orders for Naomi, a DC superhero show that follows Black teenager Naomi McDuffie as she investigates supernatural happenings in her northwestern town and learns more about her own origins while attracting Earth-threatening forces. So this is exciting for the DC universe. Not really good things come out the DC universe all the time. I was actually having a conversation last night that DC kind of sucks. DC is bad this year, and Wonder Woman is a great example of DC. So hopefully Ava DuVernay can go ahead and save the DC universe with this show. The CW also picked up a Powerpuff Girls reboot, which will follow Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup into adulthood and explore the resentment they feel for fighting crime throughout their entire childhood.
I'm excited.
Which I think is it's like a little bleak. Like, I don't know if I'm ready for that, but Diablo Cody, that did Juno, is going to be directing along with Heather Raynor. So that should be a really interesting take on the Powerpuff Girls. Moving on, another strong Black woman that'll be hitting your Netflix screen very soon is First Lady Michelle Obama. Yes, she'll be executive producing and starring in a children's cooking show called Waffles and Mochi. Is it Mochi?
Mochi, I think
it's Mochi, Waffles and Mochi, set to start streaming on March 16th. The show will feature two puppets, Waffles and Mochi, and will chronicle their journey to become chefs with the help of the supermarket owner, Mrs. Obama herself. The duo will travel to kitchens all over the world and cook recipes with renowned chefs, home cooks, kids, and celebrities. Michelle has always been very active in the field of childhood obesity and nutrition with her Let's Move campaign that she started when she was in the White House. So I can't wait to see it. I think it's going to be really exciting. I'm excited to see Mrs. Obama, First Lady Obama, in her own show.
This is going to be
never. This is going to be never. Be best.
This is gonna be cute. I think that I'm definitely gonna make sure my kids tune into this because they're gonna like this. This is probably something a whole family deal is gonna be, be involved.
Oh, definitely. And Lofton, I'm sure is gonna love it because she loves to cook and stuff. So this is gonna be perfect, right up her alley. Moving on, Nick Cannon will also be back on your TV screens very soon. I know, I hate this nigga Nick Cannon. It's like he's like styrofoam. He just won't go away. Viacom CBS has revived his show Wild 'N Out, and he has been rehired as the host. If you remember, last year, Cannon was fired for making anti-Semitic comments and repeating conspiracy theories on his Cannon's Class podcast. He did take full responsibility for his words, and he apologized profusely during the aftermath. He even went as far to meet with Jewish community leaders to better educate himself. So maybe the lesson has been learned, but fumbling the bad will make us do better every time. So there it is. He's currently sitting out of his hosting duties for Fox's The Masked Singer due to contracting COVID. So we hope that he gets better, but it's still fuck you, Nick Cannon.
I knew he was going to be. I knew he was going to be back. There was too many people, too many like celebrities, like backing him. I knew he was.
I actually fucking hate that show. I think Wild 'N Out is just as bad as Ridiculousness. It's so annoying. I don't think they're really funny, and And I don't know how it's still on the air. I do not know how niggas are keeping that on the air. I mean, it's just like Empire, I guess. Y'all kept that on. Power. Y'all kept that on too. So whatever.
Damn it. Oh, shit.
It's a bad show. I mean, the acting. I mean, come on. Anyhow, moving on. I'm not going to go there. Another show that I am actually excited to see soon is Law and Order Organized Crime on NBC.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody that knows me knows that I'm a huge Law and Order SVU fan. And I always complain that the show has not been the same since Elliot Stabler left the show years ago. Well, for us, Stabler is back. And in a 2-hour crossover special on April 1st, we will see Benson and Stabler back together. And this crossover episode will be the start of the Law and Order Organized Crime series. So not all Law and Orders are good, i.e. Law and Order Criminal Intent. But I think that bringing back one of the franchise's most beloved characters would give them very much success with this one. So I'm excited to see it.
We're going to see the crossovers. We're going to see the
crossover episode. April 1st, y'all. It's going to be SVU and it's going to cross over into Organized Crime. It's going to be a 2-hour special. Check it out. Stabler's back. The gang's all back together. My mom and dad are back together. I'm super excited about it. Moving on, Tisha Campbell and Tashina Arnold are also getting their own show. Pam and Gina have been lifelong friends and hosted the Soul Train Awards together, showing their natural chemistry to the world. Now, the two will be blessing us with their new show entitled Tisha and Tashina Have Issues. The show will have intimate and candid interviews with our favorite celebrities and public figures, and their guests will be joined by one of their closest friends, the guest's closest friends, to get the good and fun personal stories of that guest. So it sounds like a lot of fun, and I love seeing these two in action together. I think this would be a really nice spin on like Red Table Talk type shit. I think it'd be fun, but not like a emotional time. It'll be a fun time. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And those two are fucking hilarious.
They are.
They're gonna be great together. I'm not worried about that at all. Also, HBO is coming out with a documentary. In case you guys are wondering, if you know, I love good documentaries. I always like to put you guys on. It's called Black Art in the Absence of Light. That will highlight 2 centuries of African American art and the contemporary Black artists. It was inspired by David Driscoll's 1976 exhibit, 2 Centuries of Black American Art. And HBO will also offer Black Art School to educate yourself on each artist with a custom curriculum and art activities. Love the programming that most streaming platforms are putting out right now in terms of Black history. I think that these are all important stories that we need to hear and that need to be told. So shout out to HBO. I told y'all, HBO don't fucking miss, period.
They're not. They doing real well. They doing real well. Real good.
They're doing great. I fucking love HBO. Moving on. Happy birthday to the production company Pixar. They turned 35. 35.
Damn.
On February 6th. So happy birthday. The album, 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying, his debut album, turned 18.
Shit.
Nigga. On February 6th. So isn't that crazy? That used to be my shit. Mini Men, oh my God, you couldn't tell me nothing about that. And I used to take that CD everywhere with my Walkman. Oh my God. So
I used to do bad things when I listened to that album.
Yeah, you want to go fight somebody, but unfortunately, 50 Cent's an asshole now. Before he was an asshole, he came out with Get Rich or Die Trying, and it was a good time. Moving on, Michael B. Jordan. He turned 34. He turned 34 on the 9th, y'all. He's also working with Jay-Z and Rock Nation to produce a Muhammad Ali limited series highlighting his the boxer's career and civil rights activism. He's doing this for Amazon Studios. The audience would get a chance to get to know the legendary athlete in ways that we haven't had a chance to before, according to Michael B. Jordan. So, thanks, Jay.
Did you see the Alexa Body commercial?
Oh, yes, I did. Can you imagine like him and Lori Harvey, like just, you know what I mean? Like them together, so sexy. They're just such a sexy ass couple. I'm happy that they're together. She gave him a big shout out for his birthday, and I couldn't be more happy for him. You know, he deserves. She's bad. Wow, and I think this is like the first nigga that she really publicized being with too. Like, you know,
wow,
this is great. I love it. I love it here. Anyway, we're gonna move on to some rest in pieces. I know. So today, actually a couple hours ago, Larry Flint, famous porn publisher, Hustler magazine creator, and First Amendment activist, has died at the age of 78 due to heart failure. He lived his life in a wheelchair since 1978 after being shot by white supremacist John Paul Franklin for publishing images of interracial relations. He was a big advocate for the First Amendment and for porn and for sexual liberation. So rest in peace to him. He also tried to put up $10 million towards this impeachment of Donald Trump. So just saying, he was a man with a plan. Larry Flynn. He was on, even on his way out, he was on bullshit, and I love that. Anyway, Mary Wilson, one of the founding members of Motown glam group The Supremes, has passed away at the age of 76. The Supremes are one of the best-selling female art groups of all time. She's written multiple books highlighting her life experiences in the group, and just 2 days before her death, she put up a video on YouTube announcing that she was working on releasing solo material with Universal Music, including an unreleased 1970 album called Red Hot, hoping to see this out by her birthday on March 6th. Unfortunately, she didn't make it, but hopefully we do still get to see that by March 6th. The sudden loss hit hard in the music world, and she'll be greatly missed. Another death that we had was world champion boxer Leon Spinks, who also passed away over the weekend. Spinks was a heavyweight champ in 1978 after defeating Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest upsets in boxing history. He reportedly lost his 5-year battle with prostate and other cancers. He had multiple cancers, which is terrible. He was 67 years old. 67. That's so young. Y'all need to go get checked. Go check on your prostate. Go to the doctor. Catch things while you can, because, 5 years with cancer. I mean, that means he was 62 years old when he first got diagnosed. He's been fighting for the past 5 years. He passed away at 67. That's so young. So take care of yourselves, Black men. I mean, get out there and see the doctor and do what you got to do. Don't ignore those signs because, obviously the alternative is death. And another person that died, tattoo artist and Black Ink Crew Chicago cast member Fly Tatted, also passed away this week. I think it was on Monday. His death was confirmed by the Black Ink Crew social media page and fellow artist Ryan Henry. It was initially labeled a suicide, but Ryan quickly cleared it up and said that it was a homicide. There isn't much information out there regarding what exactly happened as of yet. I do have a little background knowledge, and I have my assumptions as to what happened. But nothing has been solidified as of yet. Praying for the cast, his family and friends. When it comes out, I'll talk about it then.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just wait. We don't want to make
no angel either.
So, I mean, but one other person we didn't get a chance to talk about, because it happened right after you and I were on last week with the NiteKap, aka Samuel Powers, aka Screech Powers, aka Dustin Diamond from Saved by the Bell. He passed away.
I said that last week.
I thought it happened like after.
It happened right before. It happened right before our show, and I talked about it last week. Yeah. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with cancer as well. So that's y'all need to go get checked out. Take care of yourselves. Yeah. I mean, Jesus, a lot of stuff is going on out there, not just COVID.
Let's lighten the mood a little bit. So check it out. Let's play a video right now. This one is, we just saw this brother on Queenie LaRouge's track was Polar Bear Triple. This one is a track that he put out a while back, but he gave us the permission to do it. This brother is doing good stuff. This is called All the Time. It's Polar Bear Triple. I really like his lyrics and his flow. Y'all make sure you take a look at this. I'm gonna post it in the comments as well. Take a look at it. Let us know what you think. Of course, subscribe. Do all you need to do. All right. We'll be right back to the NiteKap with more stuff on the entertainment and music that's coming out. All right. We'll be right back.
Trouble. I gotta thank God for the hard times. It made the man you see today. Only the strong survive. I've been in this game for a long time. So if you looking for me, trust me, I'm not hard to find. Say they with me, really, they not on my side. Had to separate the truth from the lies. It's a bunch of niggas living in disguise. Rest in peace to all my niggas living in the skies. I'm spending all my ones and all my fives. Stacking 20s, 50s, 100s, I'm so organized. For my family, I put my life on the line. No question, it's 100 all the time. I wake up every morning, money on my mind. Another day, another another dollar, bitch, I'm on my grind. We put in that work, I'm talking overtime. But this ain't nothing new, we do this all the time. All the time, all the time. They be eating on the squad like all the time. Got a couple bad ones on my line. We gon' kick it, we get twisted, this is all the time. All the time, all the time. Made that money just to spend it all the time. Got a couple fiends blowing down my line. They gon' come and buy it all, this is all the time. Yeah, I'm talking all the time. Yeah, this is all the time. Got a couple killers and they down the ride. They gon' come and let them off, this is all the time. I wake up every morning, money on my mind. Another day, another dollar, bitch, I'm on my grind. We put in that work, I'm talking overtime. But this ain't nothing new, we do this all the time. I like a girl with brown skin, brown eyes. I hit her with that Johnny P, like, do you wanna ride? Say she need a real nigga on her side. Now I'm kissing on her neck, rubbing on her thigh. Girls love me like every day's Valentines. They just can't resist this style of mine. I like them super thick, ass super size. With a pussy feeling like I'm on a water slide. But I get to that money right away. Smoke so much dope I can take off and just fly away. Escalate the future, moving forward on the rise. Still loyal to my people all the time.
Yo, so that was Polar Bear Triple with All the Time. Y'all make sure you check out that brother's track. That stuff is good. What you think about that one, MJ?
I loved it. You know, I love the energy that you're bringing today, Jamar. I'm really all about that shit.
I'm really trying today. You know, I was really excited because I got a chance to talk to him. That brother is very humble. Same thing with Queenie LaRouche. So, like I said, they got something cooking up right now. They've been posting pictures of them being in the studio together and seeing them together. I'm like, woo! I'm excited.
Yikes. I can't wait for you to probably get an interview with them, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see what happens. We'll definitely.
How
about we get into this entertainment and what's been going on?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, so y'all check it out. Like I was saying before, because we had some issues with NJ. But D-Smoke dropped an album this past week called Black Habits. Deluxe album, 20 tracks on it. And like I said, this was great. A great album. Had everything, lyrics, beats, features, production, everything. He got a track on there called Bullies. No commas. He's got one on there was one of my favorites. The one thing that was about this album was hard to find my favorite. One of my favorite tracks on this one. Gasper Yanga is a track on there featuring Snoop Dogg. He's got one on there called Sun Kiss Child featuring Jill Scott. He's got another one on there called Black Habits, one featuring Jackie Gucci. I was like, yo, I don't know which one I like the best. Another one on there called Lights featuring Sir. There was a good one on there called Free. I really like this album. This brother is doing big stuff. Every time D-Smoke drops an album, I really like it. I like the mood he sets. He has great music. If you are like a 90s hip-hop person, D-Smoke is the person that you should be listening to right now. He's like a cross between like Lupe Fiasco and Kendrick Lamar. He's from Inglewood, California too. So big stuff going on with D-Smoke. All right. Also Ari Lennox is featured on there. E40 and Snow the Product is on there as well. So take a look at that. Take a listen to D-Smoke's album. All right. Black Coffee dropped an album called Subconsciously. It's got 12 tracks on it. I actually thought this was pretty chill. So kind of like a chill work from home album. Definitely kept me company today while I was working. It's got great beats, good production, great features. He normally does collaborations with it. MJ, you gonna like this album. It gave you like Drake Passion Fruit vibes, like the whole way through. The whole album, all the way through. It's really dope. It's got a track on there called Time featuring Cassie. La 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 featuring Usher. My favorite one on there was called 10 Missed Calls. That was featuring Pharrell Williams and Jazzy. That's a really good one. And then Ready For You featuring Celeste. That's a good one on there. Other features, D'Angelo is on that one. Sabrina Claudio is on there. Maxine Ashley is on there. Diplo is on there as well. And then he's got a track on there called Drive. Drive Edit featuring David Guetta and Delilah Montague. And Delilah Montague actually dropped an album this past week as well. It's called This Is Not a Love Song, and it's an EP. So check out her album as well. I didn't get a chance to listen to it, but I wanted to throw that in there for sure. I actually also got an opportunity to listen to some new art. These two ladies is a new artist. They're new artists. They're called Van Jess. They've dropped an album called Homegrown. It's got 9 tracks on it. And this is a chill album. It's a chill out with your significant other album. It's awesome production, just like the other albums as well. But this one's got that sexy vibe to it. You know what I mean? Not just chill and work. This has got a sexy vibe. He's got a track on there called Slow Down. Very, very sexy track. Roses is a track on there. And then another one on there that I really like is called Curious featuring Jimmy Tints and Garen. Make sure you listen to this one. It's called they're called Van Jess, and they also got and the album is called Homegrown. MJ, they got a feature by your boy K Tronada on there as well. So
love K Tronada.
I know you like K Tronada. Other albums that came out this week, The Weeknd dropped the Highlights album, so that's got all his hits on that one. It's got a nice compilation. Foo Fighters dropped an album as well called Medicine at Midnight. Haley Williams dropped the album Flowers for Vases, and Devin the Dude dropped an album as well. It's got 14 tracks on this called Soulful Distance. Some features that dropped this week. Up with Cardi B, that bangs in the car. We was listening to that while I was taking the kids to the bus stop this morning. Provide is a track that dropped this past week as well. G-Eazy, Chris Brown, Mark Morrison. It's a Return of the Mac sample on that one, so that's pretty cool. And what it feels like is Nipsey Hussle and Jay-Z. That's on the Judas and the Messiah soundtrack that's coming out this past week. So
can't wait for Judas and the Messiah, by the way.
Can't wait for it. Make sure you take a listen to that one. That one is dope. What it feels like. Nipsey Hussle and Jay-Z, it is that dope. All right. Also, MJ, Tony Houston, she was on our we got a chance to do an interview with this beautiful woman this past on season 1 of the NiteKap. She actually has a track coming out very soon called Unapologetic, and it's coming out on the 16th. So this past weekend, and pre-sale is going to be available on the 14th. So make sure you get an opportunity to take a look at it on the 16th. And start trying to purchase it on the 14th as well. Video officially debuts later on this month. So I can't wait to get my hands on it so I can share it with you guys. Can't wait. You remember
support Tony Houston, guys. She is great. Support Tony Houston.
Great. She is absolutely phenomenal. So make sure you do that. All right. So other things that come on the Billboard Top 10 didn't really change that much this week. Olivia Rodrigo still up there at the top. Then you got The Weeknd sprinkled in at number 3. Why This Brother Doesn't Have a Grammy, and Blinding Lights has been on there for almost a whole year, and the top 10 hasn't left at all.
That song is, I think Complex said it was like one of the most popular songs of the century, or like there's something about the song of the century. So he should have definitely got some Grammy nods for that, but whatever.
Yep, definitely. Number 2, 24 Golden with Ian Dior is Mood. That's number 2. Ariana Grande sitting at number 4 with 34 and 35. Dua Lipa and DaBaby are sitting at 5 with Levitating. Chris Brown and Young Thug go crazy at 6. Ariana Grande sitting at 7 again with Positions. Justin Bieber and Chance the Rapper with Holy at 8. SZA is sitting at number 9 with Good Days, and AJR Bang is sitting at number 10. So make sure if y'all love those things, if y'all keep supporting those tracks and those albums as well, if you like them. All right, movies that have dropping this past week. They're coming out this coming up weekend. Land is a movie that's coming out starring Robin Wright and Kim Dickens. It's a woman trying to escape from a tragic past, moves to mountains to be off the grid after struggling and barely making it through her first winter. She is found by a stranger that teaches her how to survive in the wilderness. So if you're about that stuff, go take a look at that one. That's going to be in theaters coming out this weekend. Judas and the Black Messiah, February 12th. It's going to be in theaters and in HBO Max. It's coming out Friday. The story of Fred Hampton, the chairman of the Illinois Black Panther Party, and his fateful betrayal by the FBI informant William O'Neill. That one is actually dropping this Saturday. Make sure you take a look at that one, all right? And then the Mauritanian is that movie that's dropping this past weekend. MJ, you might like this one. The movie tells the true story about 2 defense attorneys that travel to Guantanamo Bay to attempt to get a terrorist to try to give a terrorist the trial that he's supposed to be doing. He deserves as a suicide because he was a suicide. He set up one of the suicide bombers on a plane at 9/11. So, and it also talks about the prosecutor that's trying to seek the death penalty for him. So that one, I thought that was pretty cool.
That's right up my alley too. Is that a true story?
That is a true story. That is a true
Wow, I
story.
would love to see that. I love it as something based off a true story.
That is a true story. So make sure y'all take a look at that one that's coming out. That should probably start streaming very soon. So take a look at that one. Make sure you take a look at all your streaming updates. HBO Max, like you stated earlier, Black Art is going to be on HBO Max. Is dropping this past. Is actually dropped this past week. The HBO doc goes through the story of Black art and its history and the value of the art from the Renaissance era to the present. So make sure you take a look at Black art, like MJ stated before. MJ on Netflix. There's something on there right now. Crime Scene: The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel. It's a
oh my God. Let me tell you something about that story. That story is insane. I used to follow that story when it first happened. It's about a woman. You don't even have to read the thing. It's about a woman that she was this Asian girl. She was in the Cecil Hotel, which is a very famous hotel for lots of tragedies. Lots of weird things happen at the Cecil Hotel. Yep. Suicides, whatever. And I follow that kind of stuff. So it was a really weird interaction. They catch her on CCTV doing all this weird, crazy stuff. It's like she's running from someone. They find her dead. She went missing. They find her dead in the hotel. But I'm sure that the whole documentary gives you the whole story about it. I'm glad you said that. I have something to watch this evening.
That is on Netflix right now. Make sure you take a look at that one. The Battered Bastards of Baseball is a Netflix documentary right now. The doc tells a story about independent baseball league put together by independent baseball team put together in Portland, Oregon, called the Portland Mavericks, and it was put together by actor Bing Russell that defied the odds of MLB and gained popularity for being an underdog. So y'all take a look at that one. That's actually something I might watch when I'm trying to get in a good mood. Malcolm and Marie dropped on Netflix this past week. After a successful night at his first movie premiere, a movie director came home to celebrate with the love of his life, but he made a tragic mistake, which leads to an argument with harsh words, damaging egos, and proof of love in there as well. That one starring John David Washington and Zendaya. I enjoyed that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Let us know in the comments if you guys really enjoyed that one. I personally, it was so fucking toxic. It was exhausting how toxic it was. And they were just picking at each other. I mean, it was definitely a good movie, cinematography-wise. I really enjoyed the two actors in the movie. However, I mean, goddamn, it was triggering for sure.
All right, well, on to the next one. MJ, I'm just going to give you an update because Bridgerton is still in the top 10 and is at number 5 right now. It ain't going nowhere. I know how much you love that one. Fate, the Winx Saga. I've been talking about this Netflix series for quite a while, and it's no longer in the top 10, but I got a chance to actually watch it this past week, and I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. Fate, the Winx Saga. That's on Netflix right now. Prime has a movie called Bliss, a man becoming bored with reality minds of women, who introduces him to a whole other blissful reality, which he loves and falls in love with her. But he soon realizes that the reality may not be as remarkable as he thought, and he will need to choose between the two. That one is starring Owen Wilson and Selma Hayek. So check a look at that one as well. Other things on there, Herself is another movie on there on Amazon Prime, on Prime as well. And then MJ, you actually mentioned one that's going to be on Hulu right now. That's on Hulu.
Oh, it's on Hulu right now. Framing Britney Spears. If you guys have not watched Framing Britney Spears, please check it out. It is the saddest documentary I've seen in a really long time. It basically chronicles her obvious rise. Because I was a huge Britney Spears fan. I think that's the first album I've ever bought was Baby One More Time. Her huge rise to fame and her downfall. Basically what happened with the conservatorship, the whole Free Britney movement that we talked about in the last season. It's a real thing, and she really is struggling in a lot of ways, and there's a lot of people that contributed to her downfall. The media, Diane Sawyer, Justin Timberlake. It really jumps into all of that, and it gives a really in-depth look at really what happened. And also the conservatorship with her father, Jamie Spears. So check it out. It is so sad. It would definitely make you sympathize with the pop star, and definitely have you screaming Free Britney towards the end.
I'm checking it out, but I really don't want to be sad. I'm gonna have to watch this one in increments.
It's sad, but it also makes you upset more than anything. It's like, this is fucked up to see what the media and what things would do to people. You know what I mean? It's really fucked up.
All right. Well, I'll
watch it. It's still good. New York Times, FX, Hulu.
You know we like that type.
Y'all did y'all thing with that one. Yeah.
All right. So y'all, thanks so much. We only got a few minutes left. Thanks so much for checking out the NiteKap. This is really, really good one. Shout out to everybody that joined us. Shout out to Jen, Ken, everybody that made some comments. We really appreciate you. Make sure you join us next Wednesday at 7 p.m. because we'll be right here with more videos, more content, everything that's going on. Tomorrow, Father Time, Network 455. Tomorrow at 8:45, 9 o'clock-ish sometime, depending on when Kendra gets there. We'll be here on Network 455 with Father Time, so make sure you stay tuned. More stuff coming up this weekend. Make sure you keep it locked on Network 455 as usual.
And I get out of Facebook jail in 3 days, y'all.
All right, y'all. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll holler at y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. See y'all next week. All right. Peace.
Happy Valentine's Day. Bye.
It's not real.
What's up, world?
All right, let's do this. Welcome to the NiteKap. We are back.
Anyhow, on with the rundown. In another installment of What the Fuck Happened That Night.
R. Kelly to stop it.